What's up guys, Archaic Zeus bringing you a first look and review at the Halo 4 map pack, the Crimson DLC or Crimson map pack or whatever. And the first map that I'm showing you is Shatter, which I didn't really get too much playtime on. It was the map that I got the least amount of playtime on, and I'm showing you Extraction here as well. Let me just talk about the map real quick. The map is a medium to large size map. A decent amount of vehicle gameplay, decent amount of infantry gameplay. I personally was very confused by the inside structures. It looks very, it's kind of a short, round map. It reminds me almost like, it's basically Vortex, like, incarnate. That's what it reminds me of, and I'm not a huge fan of the map. I'm not a huge fan of the game type Extraction either, but that might change, just, you know, because I didn't really have a great team this game or whatever. Sorry I don't have too much footage of this. Like I said, it was the least played map that I could get. I guess other people didn't like it too much, or they just didn't like the game types for it, or whatever. Anyways, next map I'm going to show you is the Harvest map. And this map, if you played Halo 3, I think will remind you very much of Rat's Nest. It's like in the shape of an H, kind of. You know, it's not really like that full circle with the cut going through, but it reminds me a lot of Rat's Nest. Now, the difference in this and Rat's Nest is that Harvest is a very wide open map. Wait, did I say Harvest? Yeah, Harvest is a very wide open map. Rat's Nest was closed off. And because of that, you will see a lot of snipers in this video, and they can get really annoying, to be completely honest. I spawned with a sniper on my first ordnance, my buddy spawned with a sniper on his first ordnance, and there just seemed to be snipers galore among the enemy team, my team, etc., etc. So, I don't know if that's on purpose, if they adjusted the ordnance drop rates for certain weapons on this map, snipers being the one that I would guess, or not, or whatever, but I like this map a lot because I love Rat's Nest, I love the vehicles, and I love Warthog driving. The Warthogs seem to have a really, really short respawn on this map, so it's very much Rat's Nest-esque in that idea, as I spawn to cut to me dying or whatever. But you'll see here that I just would spawn and get killed by snipers and over, no matter what I did. I mean, granted, I was standing on top of a ledge, but whatever. And the Warthogs have this really, you know, fast spawn timer, and I say it's a spawn timer and not like a number of Warthogs on the map, because you never really saw two Warthogs at the same time. That just wasn't a thing. And you see here me getting my ordnance, like I said, and it was a sniper rifle. And I pick it up and I go to work like everybody else in this map, as my buddy standing right next to me also got a sniper rifle in his ordnance. Like I said, I don't know if that's on purpose or if that was just how the game was going that time or not. Oh yes, by the way, there's ghosts on this map. There's one on each side. It's a symmetrical map in the shape of an H. So you have that line going through, and then you have the two bars on the side, which I really like as a map structure. I never really went inside because the inside was scary. It confused me on every map pretty much. All three of them I just didn't like going inside because I don't know the maps yet. So without much further ado, I will show you the third map very soon, as I cut to it and get blown up now. I just didn't have too much more to say about Harvest, and this third map is called Wreckage, and is definitely my favorite out of the three released. Now, Halo 4 is a game that is much more fast-paced, whatever. It's a lot faster-paced than other Halo games, and this map really takes advantage of that better than the other ones. Harvest takes advantage of that quite well as well. God, I can't speak English tonight. Too bad it's, you know, my first language. But this takes advantage of that fast-paced gameplay much better. I find at least. It's just this big donut. It's a big circle with this complex in the middle that you saw me fighting in at the very beginning. And you're kind of drawn toward these man cannons, which make the gameplay very fast. It seems to be a general meeting place, this little sniper ridge spot here that you'll see me play on top of a lot. I just like sitting up there and just putting shots down range. It's a lot of fun, and I think that, you know, more competitive play or just more cohesive play between teams, they'll have just that one person sitting up there, and it'll almost be like a strategy game where it's like, okay, who can hold that top bridge the most and give them the most cover for their team? Because let's face it, we've all seen games where you have that one guy sitting in the back just putting pot shots downrange, but he wins the game for your team. And this game, I only got to play Oddball on this map, just because that was how the cards, you know, came out. But I find Oddball's a lot of fun on this map. Oddball is a game type, can be very one-sided sometimes, but that's arguable about any game type. Any game type can be very one-sided at times if your team is good enough. It's just one of those things. And I think this map suits... It's a medium to small size map, and it suits almost any game type, really. I mean, you can't do capture the flag, you can't do those huge, big team battle team things on here. It just won't work, but Team Slayer will be fantastic. It's like a fan favorite for me, like Complex is. Complex is one of those maps where, like, it's not really played or mastered, and because of that, it's one of my favorites, because you can just do so much with it. And I'm going to start wrapping up the video here, guys. I definitely recommend getting this map pack on Halo 4. And it's just a lot of fun, all three maps, and the game type Extraction, really. I mean, it's not one of my favorites. It's kind of like the Invasion game type of Halo 4, if you know what I mean. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. That is a recommendation from the Zeusikins. And Manticore Studios is now doing a podcast every Thursday, so I'll put a link to that in the description. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Feel free to access my Twitter and ask us questions. Peace!